you guys, I'm Alexandra Harbushka here with Life with Herpes. I'm super excited to be here with you today. If you don't know anything about Life with Herpes, it is a blog, it is a podcast. Obviously, if you're listening, you know it's a podcast. It's also a YouTube channel. Obviously, if you're watching, you know it's a YouTube channel. But most importantly, it's a community for people just like you and just like me who have herpes. So if you have not checked it out, go to lifewithherpes.com and come say hi. I can't wait to see you all. All right, I had so much fun the last couple days going back to like 6th grade science and learning about viruses and all that. So one of the questions I get all the time is, so why do I have herpes the rest of my life? Why is this in my body for the rest of my life? I don't get it. All right, so one of the fun things to look up, like I said, I had fun going back to science and figuring this all out. And the difference between herpes and other STDs or STIs is herpes is a virus. Other things like chlamydia, gonorrhea, even strep throat, that's not really an STD, but strep throat, those are all bacterial. So there's two major differences. The thing about a virus is once the virus enters a body, my body, for example, it's going to be in my body for life. Now there's good news and bad news with that. And I'll get into that. Now we look at the bacterial side. Bacteria can enter and leave and do whatever it wants, kind of as it wants. So the pro to that is you can cure it, you can get rid of it, but you can also get it again. So you can get it multiple times. Great. So a virus, basically the main difference between a virus and a bacteria, just for us to think about, is a virus needs a host. It needs a living being. It's similar to a parasite. It needs something to provide its life. So basically, when you die, your herpes virus will die with it. Just the way it is. You're guaranteed to go out with it. It's one of the few things in life you're gonna go out with. But all your viruses that you have in your body, all the different ones you have made up, whether you had chickenpox or you've had the common cold or any of these things, those viruses will go with you for the rest of your life. Now, looking at the bacteria side, it doesn't need a host. Bacteria can live, on my hands, it can live on this tabletop, it can live all around us. So it can create its own little colony and kind of do its own thing without having a host. So the difference is you can kill the bacteria without killing the host. Similar to myself, right? When I die, bacteria in my body could still continue to keep on living until I don't know how the whole rigor mortis thing happens in life and the afterlife, but whatever. There can still be bacteria living in my body. When I die, my viruses are dead because I would be deceased. Kind of interesting how that whole thing works. So back to, herpes and chlamydia and gonorrhea and all that. Gonorrhea, chlamydia, those are all bacterial. So what you do when you get diagnosed with, you have an STD, oh, it's gonorrhea, you go and they fill you an antibiotic and then it kills the infection. It's gone. You don't have to deal with it ever again unless you become reinfected by somebody else. With herpes virus, once we have it for life. So I can go, we'll use chickenpox, for example. As a kid, I was a generation that had it. We didn't have a vaccine. So you played with kids that had chickenpox, that you got it. So then once you saw another kid, you wouldn't have it later on in life, right? So it's kind of an interesting thing, and I found it super interesting to learn that a virus has to have a host where a bacteria does not. It can live on its own. The downside about herpes is once every outbreak you have, you're not coming into a new encounter with herpes. It is your own body. It's just the way the herpes virus works. That's kind of the annoying thing about it, is like the gift that keeps on giving, or once you have it, you got it for life, or all those stupid slangs that go along with it. It's because the virus likes to pop up and remind you, like, oh, you're not taking care of your body right now. You're burning the candle from both ends. You're doing all these different things. So it's a reminder for you to take care of yourself. But you already have the virus. You're not going to reinfect yourself with the same virus. I thought this whole thing was pretty interesting. So that is why you will have herpes for the rest of your life. There's no way to remove a virus from our body, because what it does, it goes into the cells and it kind of manipulates our healthy cells, and then it's like a military takeover, or like a whole government takeover, overnight back in the day when they had like kings and queens and they'd have like people come in overnight and do this huge takeover. It's kind of what happens to the virus. It just comes into your body and takes over. So yeah, you have it for the rest of your life. All right, if you have not joined the community, I know I talked about it in the beginning, I seriously want to invite you. It is the best way to heal, to help others heal, to learn, to gain knowledge, and just move on from this stupid stigma. So by you joining, it's helping all of us break the stigma, and it's also going to, we're gonna have a good time. So come on over to lifewithherpes.com. It is a subscription-based community. There's also tons of free stuff for you over there, but it is a subscription-based community, and I can't wait to see you over there. All right, I'll see you all soon in the next episode.